Test. Oh. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Columbia City softball game today, where the 12-3, 3-1 in conference Columbia City Lady Eagles will be taking on the 10-7 East Noble Lady Knights. Last year, Columbia City won against East Noble 13-1, and coming into this game, Columbia City looking for more of the same, as they are wanting to extend this record they have to 13-3. The weather for tonight is 64 degrees, overcast, 10-mile-per-hour winds, directed southeast, and 78% humidity. Just a decent day for baseball. Little wet previous in the day and possible showers later in the day, but let's hope they hold off until the end of the game. All right, leading off for the East Noble Knights, Lady Knights, is number 21, Elliot Rauch. She is the shortstop for East Noble, and the first pitch called strike on the inside edge, count 0-1. Bethany Hazelby, the pitcher for the Columbia City Lady Eagles, pitching the second pitch low and inside for ball one, count 1-1. Third pitch, foul tipped into the backstop, count 1-2. And now Elliot Rauch in danger of being struck out here as Bethany Hazelby looks to get the first out of the game for the Lady Eagles. And the pitch popped up into the air, and the catcher, number 12, Haley Webb, able to get back there and catch the pop-up in foul territory for the first out. And now number 9, Bailey Bortner, up to bat. First pitch inside and high for ball one, count 1-0 with 1 out on the board. Second pitch hit way left, too far left into foul territory for strike one, count 1-1. This count moves even. Both players, Bethany Hazelby and Bailey Bortner, looking to get ahead in the count to take some pressure off of one of them. We'll see who wins the battle here. That one knocked out into left field, bounces, and safe at first is Bailey Bortner, as she was able to hit a decent fly ball out into left field that was able to drop shallow. And now number 4, Sadie Helmkamp, up to bat. First pitch fouled into the backstop for strike one, count 0-1. And with Bortner on first base, Helmkamp looking to advance Bortner and possibly even get on base herself. Second pitch, ball on the outside edge, count 1-1. Third pitch, that one hit into right center field. Center fielder able to catch it. Center fielder being number 14, Hannah Licky, able to track that one into shallow right field, shallow right center kind of, able to track that one and catch it. And now number 28, Kylie Anderson, up to bat. First pitch Ball on the outside edge, count 1-0, 2 outs on the board. And Bortner over on first base, looking to advance to second here to help give East Noble the advantage, possibly score the first run of the game. Foul tip into the backstop, count 1-1, 2 outs on the board. Third pitch. That one knocked way high into left center field. Left fielder tracking it, able to catch it for the third out of the inning. And now, as Columbia City makes their way to the dugout, number 2, Casey Snyder, to lead off for Columbia City, while the East Noble Knights look to hold Columbia City to a scoreless inning here to keep the game tied. Columbia City looking to get out ahead with an early lead and possibly 10-run rule East Noble this year like they did last year. Out to pitch for the East Noble Knights is number 14, Cadence Smith. She will also be the leadoff hitter next, the top of the second. She'll be the leadoff hitter for East Noble. As this East Noble team readies up, let's take a look at each team's coaches. Columbia City's coaches being head coach Dan Wiggold and assistant coaches Terry Smith, Kim Lickey, Crystal Line, Brent Lickey, Sean Lickey, and Alexis Waldeck. East Noble coaches being head coach Jessica Hull and assistant coaches John Rauch and Larry Lighty. And as Columbia City gets ready to bat, a couple of these stat leaders, batting averages go to Haley Webb, Hannah Lickey, and Bethany Hazelby, who have a 5.75, 5.40, and a 4.89 in batting averages. And on base percentages, Haley Webb 6.46, Bethany Hazelby 5.56, and Braylon Leisure 5.38. And as number 2, Casey Snyder stepping up to bat, looking to get the first hit of the game. Columbia City being loud in the dugout. First pitch strike, count 0-1, looking. Second pitch, knocked up into center field, fly ball, drops. And Casey Snyder safe on first. Dropped right between the shortstop, center fielder, and second baseman there. And now number 14, Hannah Lickey, stepping up to bat. Hannah Lickey does lead in one of the categories, and I believe that is bunt laid over towards the first base side, went foul for strike one. Hannah Lickey leads in hits. So, good sign for Columbia City here. She is looking to get a hit on the board and be able to advance. Casey Snyder, second pitch. Another bunt, foul ball, and count 0-2. And now Lickey looking to battle back and see if she can either rack up the balls to get a walk here or put something in play and be able to get to first base. And the pitch. Knocked towards the second baseman. Second baseman turns to. And Casey Snyder out at second, but Hannah Lickey safe on first. And now number 19, Emma Hiss, up to bat. First pitch. Strike on the inside edge, and Hannah Lickey steals to second. And now she's in scoring position with Emma Hiss still up to bat. The pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Count 0-2 with 1 out on the board. Hannah Licky on second base. And Columbia City looking to put up runs here as Emma Hiss has to battle back in this count, make sure she puts something in play to get Hannah Licky to third. That pitch up and outside gets by the catcher, and now Hannah Licky safe at third base. And now Emma Hiss looking to bat in Hannah Licky for an RBI to put Columbia City on the board and give them the lead. And the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3 on the outside edge. And now number 28, Bethany Hazelby, up to bat. Bethany here is looking for something into the outfield, maybe even over the fence to get Columbia City the lead. That Columbia City dugout still being loud. And the pitch. Outside for ball 1, count 1-0. Second pitch. Fouled back over the backstop and out behind the booth for strike 1, count 1-1, 2 outs on the board. Bethany Hazelby looking to put something into the field, showed it with that last tip there. All she's got to do is put it forward out into the outfield, and that will be able to score a run. That pitch called ball, and Licky safe at home plate as the ball got by the catcher. And with 3 stolen bases, that gives Columbia City 1 run on the board. And now Columbia City leads 1-0. And Hazelby puts that one into the field. The shortstop picks it up, throws it over to first. The ball able to get by the first baseman as it was wide left of the first baseman. And Bethany Hazelby safe at first. And now number 1 courtesy running for Bethany Hazelby is Alea No. And now number 12, Haley Webb, up to bat. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. And the throwdown almost hit Alea No as she stole towards second. And Haley Webb, second pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. Count 0-2 now. Haley looking to shorten up her stance for a 2-strike count, put this into play here. That pitch on the inside edge called ball, count 1-2. Fourth pitch. Knocked up the gap in the center. And Alea No on her way home. And she's safe. So Haley Webb able to hit a double that scored Alea No. And now number 23, Hannah Maggard, up to bat. And number 17, Lacey Friend, out to courtesy run for the catcher, Haley Webb. First pitch. Called strike, gets by the catcher. And now Lacey Friend safe at third. Safe at third. With Hannah Maggard having an 0-1 count after that ball was called strike and then got by the catcher. Second pitch. That pitch on the outside edge called ball, count 1-1. Third pitch. Called strike on the inside edge. And with count 1-2, Hannah Maggard's got to battle back here, put this into play, and hopefully get on first base to help score Columbia City's third run. And she fouls that one off into the home dugout and the count stays 1-2 with 2 outs on the board. Not a whole lot of breathing room for Columbia City to work with here. And the pitch. Fly ball on the right foul side. Lands with the closest player being the first baseman. And count stays 1-2 as Hannah Maggard doing an awesome job of battling here, making sure she doesn't strike out. Let's see if it pays off here. That foul on the right side. Either maybe dipping her bat or just a little late on it. Either way, still battling here, still looking to put something into play. Count stays 1-2. And the pitch. Called strike 3, drop third strike. And out at first base. So now, as East Noble makes their way back to the dugout, number 14, Cadence Smith, looking to lead off for the East Noble Lady Knights. Columbia City doing an awesome job there, even with 2 outs on the board, being able to score those 2 runs and get out ahead early. This game's about momentum here, and getting up early in the game, showing up, playing hard even in the first inning, shows a lot of momentum headed their way. So Bethany Hazelby still out to pitch for Columbia City, and the throwdown on the first pitch signals the top of the second. And now as Columbia City disperses from the mound, number 14, Cadence Smith, up to bat. First pitch. Called strike on the outside edge, count 0-1. And with Bethany Hazelby already ahead in the count, looking to throw another strike. Called ball on the outside edge, count even. Let's see who wins the next pitch here. Bethany Hazelby won that pitch as number 14, Cadence Smith, swinging strike there, and count 1-2. And the pitch fouled out over behind the backstop. Count stays 1-2. Bethany Hazelby just looking for the strike out here. And the pitch. That one fouled up behind the backstop. And count still 1-2 as Cadence Smith doing an awesome job of battling here, making sure she doesn't strike out. Looking for a payout here, turn something into the field. Foul into the backstop. One of the main things you can do as a batter is if you have a 2-strike count on you early in the count, you just got to keep battling, make sure you can wear down the pitcher's arm, and hopefully draw a ball. She fouls that one over on the left field side and goes over the fence. Count still 1-2. So now the next pitch just about underway. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Now number 20, Lainey Schlichtenmeyer, up to bat now. Looking to maybe capitalize off the previous at-bat with so many foul tips. Could get in a pitcher's head. Count 1-0 with 1 out on the board. That pitch called ball on the outside edge. Foul tip there, and that gets Bethany Hazelby back into the count. 1-1. Let's see who gets ahead in the count now. And it's Bethany Hazelby pitching a perfect strike right down the middle. Count 1-2. Now Bethany looking to strike out Lainey Schlichtenmeyer. And swinging a miss for strike 3. And now number 18, Kirsten Ritchie, up to bat now. 2 outs on the board. Columbia City looking to go 3 up, 3 down here. As that pitch, strike 1 on the high inside corner, and count 0-1 for Kirsten Ritchie. That pitch way outside for ball 1, count 1-1. And the pitch, strike 2, count 1-2. And hopefully Bethany Hazelby can get another strikeout here. That one popped up into the air. It's going over the backstop. Knocks the cap out off of one of the poles and lands in the bleachers. And count stays 1-2. Nobody appears to have gotten hurt there, fortunately. And now count 1-2, 2 outs on the board. Bethany Hazelby looking for the strikeout here. And the pitch, high and outside, ball 2, count 2-2. Kirsten Ritchie still in danger of striking out here. And the pitch, foul tip into the backstop. Count stays 2-2. 2-2, 2 outs on the board. Columbia City leading 2-0. And the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for Columbia City there. And now they come into the dugout to come out to the plate and look to extend their lead, as that is now 2 scoreless for East Noble. Out to pitch appears to be number 14, Caden Smith, who pitched last inning. Not a huge surprise, only allowed 2 in the first inning. And that was on a 2-out rally from Columbia City. But as the throwdown signals the bottom of the second, number 16, Braylon Leisure, looking to start it off for Columbia City. First pitch. Knocked towards the third baseman. Third baseman able to pick it up, scoop it, and throw it over to first for the first out of the inning. Number 15, Maddie Brady, stepping up to the plate. Hoping to put this one in the field and get on first base. Knocked foul. And outside both fences, count 0-1, 1 out on the board. And the pitch. Knocked into center, lands, and Maddie Brady safe at first base. Number 9, Monroe Hyde, stepping up to the plate now. Hopefully to keep the momentum that Maddie Brady set up still going. And the pitch. Strike on the inside edge. Count 0-1, 1 out on the board. Second pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And now with an 0-2 count, 1 out on the board. Monroe Hyde looking to battle back. Pitch low and inside for ball 1, count 1-2. And the pitch. Outside for ball 2, and Maddie Brady safe on second base as that pitch got by the catcher. And the pitch popped up to the second baseman, who is able to get under it and catch it. And now number 2, Casey Snyder, up to bat. Second inning and second plate appearance for Casey Snyder now. First pitch. Foul ball on the left side, count 0-1. Looking to get a hold of this next one and turn it into play here to be able to advance Maddie Brady to third and maybe even possibly home. Second pitch. Fouls that one off the right side. And count now 0-2 with 2 outs on the board. And Casey Snyder in danger of being struck out here by number 14, Cadence Smith. And that pitch dropped third strike. And that is the third out, as that ball was able to get over to the first baseman. And now East Noble makes their way back to the dugout and looks to chip away and possibly even take over this Columbia City lead. And now Columbia City looking to hold the East Noble Lady Knights to another scoreless inning, hopefully. Taking a look at some more of the CC stat leaders. Home runs, Bethany Hazelby with 5, Haley Webb with 3, and Emma Hiss with 2. Stolen bases go to Emma Hiss, 9, Hannah Licky, 7, and Casey Snyder, 6. ERAs go to Emma Hiss with a 1.21 and Bethany Hazelby with a 1.30. Fielding percentages go to Haley Webb with a .955 and Casey Snyder with a .909. And now as Columbia City makes their way to their positions, number 22, Abby Allwine, up to bat now. Bethany Hazelby still pitching for Columbia City. Not a huge surprise. Has already held East Noble to 2 scoreless. That pitch inside for ball 1, count 1-0. Second pitch. Called ball. That one appeared to be in the strike zone, but called ball low. And with 2-0 count, Bethany Hazelby looking to battle back here. That one fouled up and just by the bleachers, count 2-1. And that pitch inside for ball 3. And now Abby Allwine looking to draw a walk here. 3-1 count. And the pitch. Ball high and outside. Number 1, Hadley Elling, up to bat now. First pitch, Hadley shows bunt, tipped a little bit, but it gets back and to the catcher for strike 1, count 0-1 now. Shows bunt again and is called strike on that one too. And now with count 0-2, Hadley Elling in danger of being struck out. That pitch too high, and now count 1-2. Foul tip there into the backstop. Count stays 1-2. And Bethany Hazelby looking to strike out Hadley Elling here with this next pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And now number 21, Elliot Rauch, up to bat again. Second plate appearance of the day. And first pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Runner over on second base, number 22, first base, number 22, Abby Allwine, looking to advance in some way, shape, or form to get in scoring position. That pitch popped up to the second baseman for the second out. And now number 9, Bailey Bortner, up to bat now. And with 2 outs on the board and a runner over on first base, East Noble looking for some sort of rally here to chip away at this Columbia City lead. First pitch called strike and count 0-1 with 2 outs on the board. Second pitch, high and outside for ball 1, count 1-1. Third pitch. And strike two, count 1-2 with 2 outs on the board. And Bethany Hazelby looking for a strikeout here, or in some way, shape, or form, Columbia City able to make a play for the third out. That pitch too high, count 2-2. Count 2-2, 2 outs on the board, Columbia City leading 2-0, and the pitch popped up, out behind the backstop and the booth. Count stays 2-2. And Bethany Hazelby still looking for the strikeout here. And gets it on an inside pitch. Watched it go by for strike three. And now Columbia City looking to come out and get the bats rolling once more to extend this lead. East Noble looking to come out here and hold Columbia City to another scoreless inning just to keep this game close, but Columbia City probably are most likely not content with where they are, as they are 12-3, looking to move to 13-3. And the throwdown signals the start of the bottom of the third. And now number 14, Hannah Licky, stepping up to the plate. First pitch, outside for ball one, count 1-0. Second pitch, and Licky tried to show bunt there. It kind of tipped off her bat for strike one, and count 1-1. That one cracked out into center field, and the center fielder able to track it and catch it. And with 1 out on the board, number 19, Emma Hiss, stepping up to the plate. First pitch, and fouled into the backstop for strike one, count 0-1. As it seems that East Noble has gotten onto their groove out in the fielding game. Second pitch for ball one, high and outside. Count 1-1, 1 out on the board. Columbia City still leading 2-0. Third pitch, fouled over on the left side for strike two, count 1-2. That one on the left side lands foul, and count stays 1-2. That one was close to landing fair on the left field side and would have definitely gotten Emma Hiss a double there. So far, 3 hits on today's game for Columbia City. Looking to make it 4 here on this next pitch. Wow. Hard hit ground ball on the left field side gets by the third baseman out into left field, and that gets Emma Hiss a double. And now number 28, Bethany Hazelby up to bat. Bethany's looking to knock this one out of the field of play here, get a home run. And she does it. Home run. Center field. And that scores 2 more for Columbia City. Lead going to 4-0. Five hits on the game. 2 singles, 2 doubles, and a home run. And now number 12, Haley Webb, stepping up to the plate to keep this momentum rolling for Columbia City, as East Noble making their way away from the mound back to their positions. First pitch, that one drops into right field, and that is a single for number 12, Haley Webb. And now number 23, Hannah Maggard, up to the plate. First pitch fouled out over the backstop and out behind the booth for an 0-1 count. Number 17, Lacey Friend, courtesy running for Haley Webb. Second pitch. Grounded to the shortstop. Shortstop picks it up and not in time. Throw not in time to the first baseman. And now number 16, Braylon Leisure, up to bat. First pitch. Couldn't tell whether that was called ball or strike, but that one made its way back behind the catcher, and both runners able to advance. That pitch called strike. Count appears to be 1-1. Third pitch, knocked up into the air, and the pitcher able to camp under it for out number 2. And now number 15, Maddie Brady, stepping up to the plate, looking for a deep outfield hit or a home run here to score a couple more for Columbia City. That pitch gets by the catcher, and safe at home is Lacey Friend. And now Columbia City's lead moves to 5-0. As there's a runner on third. It was Hannah Maggard. That pitch called strike, count 1-1. Count 1-1 for Maddie Brady, 2 outs on the board. A pitch outside for ball 2, count 2-1 with 2 outs on the board. Columbia City leads 5-0. Oh! Athletic play by the second baseman there, able to jump up and reach out for that one for the third out of the inning. And now, as East Noble makes their way back to their dugout, down 5-0, looking to hopefully chip away at this Columbia City lead. And Columbia City looking to hold East Noble to another scoreless inning. As number 28, Bethany Hazelby, back out to pitch for Columbia City. Not a huge surprise, as the lead is 5-0, 3 scoreless for East Noble. And the throwdown signals the start of the top of the 4th, as number 4, Sadie Helmkamp, starts it off for East Noble. Columbia City disperses to their positions, and now first pitch underway. First strike one on the outside edge, count 0-1. Second pitch, knocked deep left field. Left fielder not able to track it, does get down. And that is a double for Sadie Helmkamp. And now number 28, Kylie Anderson, stepping up to the plate with a runner in scoring position. And the pitch, strike one, count 0-1 now for number 28, Kylie Anderson. Runner on second base, number 4, Sadie Helmkamp, looking to score East Noble their first run of the game. That pitch low, count 1-1. Third pitch. That one knocked up into the air, right center field. The right fielder able to track it and catch it in shallow right field for the first out. And now number 14, Cadence Smith, stepping up to the plate. First pitch, fouled up behind the backstop and out beside the booth for count 0-1. 1 out on the board. Columbia City still leading 5-0. And number 4, Sadie Helmkamp, still over on second base. The pitch, strike 2, count 0-2. A lot of pressure on number 14, Cadence Smith, to hit this next pitch. And Bethany Hayes will be looking for a strikeout here. Foul tip up into the backstop, count stays 0-2. Believe it was number 14, Cadence Smith, who was able to foul off several pitches and able just to try and wear down Bethany Hazelby's arm. That's one of the best things you can do as a batter with an 0-2 count or a 1-2 count or even a 2-2 count. Anything where you've got a 2-strike count and not a chance to walk is try to wear down the pitcher's arm. And the pitch, count 1-2, as that pitch was just a little high and a little outside. With count 1-2, 2 outs on the board. Runner on second base. Bethany Hazelby still looking for a strike here. Oh, Line drive knocked out into right field. Number 23, Hannah Maggard, not able to reach out and get the catch. But the runners not able to advance any further than they did, as number 4, Sadie Helmkamp, able to get to third base. And Cadence Smith able to get onto first. And with runners on first and third, number 20, Lainey Schlichtenmeyer, I probably just botched that, up to bat now. Schlichtenmeyer, that's what it is, Schlichtenmeyer. All right, Bethany Hazelby pitches, foul tip off of the backstop, and count 0-1. 0-1, 1 out on the board. Columbia City leading 5-0. Runner on third base in scoring position. Another runner on first. That pitch called ball. Third pitch. That one knocked up and out behind the booth. And count 1-2 now with 1 out on the board. Bethany Hazelby looking for the strikeout here to get this out on the board. Foul tip into the backstop. Count stays 1-2. That or Columbia City looking to turn a double play here possibly to get out number 2 and 3. And the pitch. That one knocked out into center field. Hannah Leckie able to catch it and throw it in. Runner able to get to second base off of the hit. And now with 2 outs on the board, runners on second and third. Number 18, Kirsten Ritchie, up to bat now. And the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1, count 0-1 now. East Noble not looking to leave these runners on second and third, trying to score these next 2 runs to chip away at this Columbia City lead. But this Columbia City defense doing everything they can to make sure these next 2 runs don't score. And with 2 outs on the board, not a whole lot of breathing room for East Noble. Count 1-1. And the pitch. That one fouled up out behind the backstop for count 1-2. And Bethany Hazelby looking for a strikeout to hold East Noble to 4 scoreless innings. And the pitch. Swing for strike 3. And Columbia City has now held East Noble to 4 scoreless. And as East Noble makes their way out to the field, Columbia City making their way back to the dugout to extend this lead and possibly get ever so closer to the 10-run rule. With number 14, Cadence Smith, making her way back out to the mound. Leading off for Columbia City should be number 9, Monroe Hyde. And the throwdown signals the start of the bottom of the 4th. And now East Noble disperses from their positions, and the bottom of the 4th is underway. That pitch fouled off into the backstop for strike one, count 0-1 for number 9, Monroe Hyde. Second pitch, foul tip into the backstop, count 0-2. And now Monroe Hyde looking to battle back here, make sure she puts something into play to help Columbia City extend this lead. Third pitch, knocked deep center field and able to touch the fence, and Monroe Hyde safe at second base. Number 2, Casey Snyder up to bat for the third time today, and that is 8 hits on the day for Columbia City so far. First pitch, fouled off into the backstop, count 0-1, as Casey Snyder looking to help get Monroe Hyde home on maybe a deep outfield hit or possibly a home run here. Second pitch, knocked center, drops, and Snyder safe at second, and Hyde safe at home. And that gives Columbia City their 6th run on the day, with number 14, Hannah Licky, up to bat, and Casey Snyder safe at second. 9 hits on the day for Columbia City. They are getting these bats rolling. First pitch, knocked out right center field, drops, going, touches the fence. 1 scored, and Hannah Licky safe at third. That's a triple. And now score 7-0 with number 19, Emma Hiss, coming up to bat. And now East Noble's coach making her way out to the mound, maybe to consider a pitching substitution. And yes, number 14, Cadence Smith, comes off the field. And so did East Noble center fielder, I believe, making her way to the mound, number 22, Abby Allwine. And number 14, Cadence Smith, making her way out to center field. So a few warm-up pitches here for the new pitcher for East Noble. And off to the side, number 19, Emma Hiss, trying to time up the pitching. Decent velocity coming from the new pitcher. Oops, just hit the mic. Abby Allwine, decent velocity. And now Blue interrupts for a quick moment, and now East Noble disperses from the mound, and number 19, Emma Hiss, getting ready to bat for Columbia City. Runner on third base, number 14, Hannah Licky. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Count 0-1 now. That one fouled over the backstop into the bleachers. Somebody able to catch it. Excuse me. Count 0-2 now. Drilled foul. Way deep on the left side, drilled foul. Count stays 0-2. Emma Hiss still looking to put this one out and play. Count 0-2. She knocks that one up. High fly ball toward right field side. Lands foul. That looks so close to fair. The right fielder not able to track it in time. And count still stays 0-2. Columbia City leads 7-0. And anything out into the outfield that lands will give Columbia City an 8-0 lead. And that pitch called ball low, count 1-2. And the pitch knocked foul on the left field side. Count still 1-2. Columbia City leads 7-0. And Emma Hiss still looking for a hit here. That pitch inside for ball 2, count 2-2. And Emma Hiss climbing her way back into the count. Crack of the bat makes it out into left field, scores Hannah Licky, and Emma Hiss safe at first. Oh. Ball got by the second baseman. Emma Hiss had the opportunity to go over to second, but it quickly disappeared. Still a single, though, and scored Hannah Licky. And now number 28, Bethany Hazelby, up to bat now. First pitch. Believe called ball as Bethany Hazelby was able to pull back the bunt in time, and number 19 Emma Hiss able to steal to second. Foul ball on the left field side moves the count to 1-1. Count 1-1, and the pitch. Too high, ball 2, count 2-1. Columbia City still leading 7-0. No outs on the board so far. A lot of breathing room for Columbia City to work with here. And that pitch outside, count 3-1. And Bethany Hazelby could possibly draw a walk here. And the pitch knocked deep center field. Center fielder not able to catch it. Hazelby safe at second, and Hiss safe at home. Number 1, Alea No out to courtesy run for number 28, Bethany Hazelby. And number 12, Haley Webb out to hit now. And cracking the bat into left field, lands. And Lacey on her way home will beat out the throw. And Haley Webb safe at second. Number 23, Hannah Maggard, stepping up to the plate. And number 17, Lacey Friend, making her way out onto the field to courtesy run for Haley Webb. Swing and a miss for strike 1 there. Foul tip for strike 2, 0-2. And swing and a miss for strike 3. Number 16, Braylon Leisure up to bat now. That pitch inside for ball 1, count 1-0. And that pitch hit shallow back to the pitcher. And out at first base, Braylon Leisure. And number 15, Maddie Brady, up to bat. That pitch high for ball 1 and bounces out of the catcher's mitt, but Lacey Friend does not steal. That pitch outside for ball 2, count 2-0 for Maddie Brady. Foul tip for strike 1, count 2-1, as that one was fouled over off on the left side. Appeared to be out ahead of it. And the pitch fouled off on the right field side now. And count 2-2. Oh. Wow. Awesome dive. Awesome diving grab by the third baseman there. Able to get up on her knees and throw over to the first baseman for the third out of the inning. And now Columbia City leads 10-0 going into the top of the 5th. And if East Noble is unable to score here, that will be the end of the game. So now Columbia City making their way back out to the field, and number 28, Bethany Hazelby, back out to the mound for Columbia City. And like I said, if East Noble is not able to score here, the game will be over, according to 10-run rule. Columbia City meeting up at the mound, and now number 22, Abby Allwine, stepping up to the plate. First pitch. Knocked into center field. Touches the fence. And the throw on the way in. Not in time. That is a double for number 22, Abby Allwine. Number 1, Hadley Elling, stepping up to the plate now. And Columbia City looking for 3 outs here to end out this game early. First pitch. Called ball. Count 1-0 now for Hadley Elling. Second pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Count 1-1. 2 more strikes here, and Hadley Elling will be out. Third pitch. Called ball, and count now 2-1. Bethany Hayes will be looking to battle back into the count here as she throws a pitch on the inside edge, called ball, and count now 3-1. Hadley Elling, possibility of drawing a walk here. And she does. Runners on first and second, and now number 21, Elliot Rauch, stepping up to the plate. Triple play. Columbia City still looking for the first out of the inning. Swing and a miss for strike 1, 0-1. Second pitch. Outside for ball, and count 1-1. Third pitch. Fouled outside of the field of play. And count now 1-2. And number 21, Elliot Rauch, in danger of being struck out. That one knocked fly center field and drops. And nobody covers second. And now bases are loaded for the East Noble Lady Knights. And now number 9, Bailey Bortner, up the bat. Play at any base now in Columbia City, looking for maybe a play at home plate here to keep East Noble from scoring. But with bases loaded, no outs on the board, Columbia City needs to do a whole lot here to make sure that they can still keep them to scoreless. Foul tip, count 0-1. Second pitch. Called ball high and outside, count 1-1. Now wondering Bethany Hazelby's arm may be getting a little tired out there. Third pitch. Strike 2, count 1-2. And now Columbia City looking for strike 3. And the pitch, fouled way left. Count 1-2 still. And the pitch. Awesome job by Columbia City. And Bethany Hayes will be able to react, get that ball up, and throw it home for out number 1. And now Columbia City still got bases loaded here, looking for out number 2 and 3. That one knocked up into right field. The catch, the throw. Oh! Ooh. Really close there. East Noble able to score 1 on the throw home, as number 4, Sadie Helmkamp, able to hit that one out into right field for a sack out. And now, I believe that was Hadley Elling able to score. And now, first pitch, called ball for number 28, Kylie Anderson. Second pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. That pitch knocked to the second baseman. Second baseman able to pick it up for the third out of the inning. And now Columbia City leads 10-1. Now Columbia City looking to come out and score at least 1 run to get this game over with. Leading 10-1, 11-1 could be our final score if Columbia City is able to come out and score a run. With number 22, Abby Allwine, still out pitching for the East Noble Knights. And the throwdown signals the start of the bottom of the 5th, and number 9, Monroe Hyde, up to bat. A home run ends it all here. Wouldn't that be cool? Walk-off home run to get the bottom of the 5th, 10th run rule, 10-run rule. First pitch, called ball, low and inside, count 1-0. Second pitch, up over the second baseman, lands in right field, and Monroe Hyde safe at first base. Number 2, Casey Snyder, up to bat. This is her 4th plate appearance of the day. First pitch, called strike, count 0-1. Second pitch, high and outside for ball 2, and Monroe Hyde safe at second after that one gets by the catcher. Third pitch, foul tip into the backstop, count 1-2. Anything deep into the outfield will be able to score number 9, Monroe Hyde. That one gets by the catcher, and now Monroe Hyde safe at third base. And now, if anything else gets by the catcher, this will score a walk-off steal. That pitch, ball 3, full count. So with full count on the board, number 2, Casey Snyder could possibly draw a walk here. Instead, hits it down the foul line on the third base side. It does roll foul, and count stays 3-2. So the possibility of drawing a walk, striking out, or a hit all an option here. And the pitch, knocked deep right field, caught, and going, safe. Game's over. Casey Snyder, a sac out into right field, and Monroe Hyde able to score on that. And now game ends 11-1. Awesome job by Columbia City there, able to do an awesome job, get out ahead in those third and fourth innings, able to score 8 runs in those 2 innings right there, and then scored their first 2 runs in the top of the first, and then 1 in the bottom of the 5th, and that gives them the 10-run rule win. So taking a look at some of the stats, the one that got me was a perfect batting average on the day. 3 plate appearances, 3 at-bats, 3 hits, 2 doubles, 1 single for number 12, Haley Webb. Perfect batting average for today. A couple of them who got close is number 2, Casey Snyder, who had a 6.67. Number 19, Emma Hiss, who had a 6.67. And Monroe Hyde, who had a 6.67. All of them got close to a perfect batting average, just unfortunately fell short, but still helped Columbia City get their win, as there has 13 hits on the day for Columbia City. 6 of those being singles, 5 of those being doubles, 1 of those being a triple, and a home run by number 28, Bethany Hazelby, to end out the game. Just awesome job on all of them, able to get hits and able to, put the ball out there and score runs. I mean, from what I counted, 7 RBIs in the day. Just awesome job. That was all bats rolling. They just stayed aggressive, kept swinging, got the bats rolling, and were able to even get East Noble to switch pitchers, which Columbia City did not have to do. Stuck with Bethany Hazelby all the way. And just awesome job on Bethany Hazelby and the rest of this Columbia City team, able to get 8 outs in play, 6 strikeouts, and then just a sac out from one of the players that was able to score a run to extend the game a little longer. But just awesome job on Columbia City. 6 strikeouts and 8 outs in play. That's, your third base to first base, your second base to first base, any catches out in the field. As long as they didn't advance runners, those were the outs and plays, and just awesome job on Columbia City, able to keep East Noble to 4 hits and only 1 run scored in 5 innings. So just awesome job on both Columbia City and Bethany Hazelby. So as that about wraps it up, thank you to the WJHS staff who was able to help out today and keep us live. Production manager Jonathan Peters, scoreboard operators Lexi Harker and Brianna Beard, camera supervisor Zeke Urudia, camera ops Emma Porter and Cy Bentley, replay operator Jaden Jones, graphic design Braden Crasher, and social outreach Mason Straub. able to help out today, keep everybody updated, and just do an awesome job keeping us on. So as that wraps it up, I'm Zayden McKenzie telling you the final score 11-1 in favor of your Columbia City Eagles. Good night, everybody.